Hello, my name is Ellie Graham. Today, my topic is on deafness. I will sign as much as I can, but sometimes I will just speak. Deafness is the #1 birth defect in the US. About 2 to 3 out of every 1,000 children in the US are born with a detectable hearing loss in one or both ears. An estimated 1 in 1,000 babies is born deaf. Age is the strongest predictor of hearing loss among adults aged 20 to 69. So, what is deafness? Deafness is a partial or complete loss of hearing. It may be conductive or sensorineural. So conductive deafness results from disorders of the external ear, eardrum, middle ear, and acoustical link to the inner ear. Sensorineural, which is nerve deafness, results from disorders in the inner ear, the cochlear, or acoustic nerve. So some highlighted outcomes in reference to post-secondary education. In general, deaf people attain lower levels of education than hearing people. 51% of deaf people complete at least some college. Younger deaf people are increasingly more likely to graduate from high school. Some highlighted outcomes for employment. Deaf and hard of hearing people have experienced higher unemployment rates than people that don't have hearing loss. Among adults ages 25 through 64 years in America, 75.8% of the hearing population is employed compared to 53.3% of deaf people. Even deaf and hard of hearing people with degrees still have a big gap of around 20% when it comes to income. Highlighted outcomes for independent living. Deaf and hard of hearing individuals require more time to complete their post-high school training, 8 or more years. They show the lowest skill levels on household chores and independence when compared with 11 other groups of young adults with disabilities. So barrier #1 is that children referred when talking about post-secondary education. #1 is children don't have full access to language and communication, which makes it difficult to attain higher education. So there are many strategies that can be used to help give deaf kids access to language and communication. So an individual strategy is have the student learn ASL or focus on listening and spoken language therapy, which means they most likely have hearing aids or cochlear implants, and they will have a lot of speech therapy and learn how to listen and speak. So like I said, the student may need an assistive hearing device, so a hearing aid or cochlear implant. A microsystem is the family and school must be involved in whatever communication method is chosen for the child. So if the family wants to learn ASL, they need to learn ASL and focus on that. If they don't, that's fine, but they need to focus on another strategy. And there are many, many methods, communication methods that parents can choose for their deaf kid. Teachers must caption their videos and use FM systems or another type of system. So EXO system is if the family chooses to learn sign language. This is just an example. They can locate classes at a nearby community college. So for example, in Bloomington Normal, one of the closest colleges is Illinois Central College in Peoria. They have a great signing program and you can take classes there. Or wherever you live, you can find a community college or other resources. So barrier number 2 is a lack of fluent primary language makes it difficult to communicate with teachers, and classmates, and coworkers. So a micro system strategy is students might feel left out of the classroom activities, so teachers must make sure to have students with an interpreter all the time, especially when they are working in groups. A macro system example is people must be willing to take the time to write notes, back and forth, communicate with deaf and hard of hearing individuals. The hearing community's view on people who are deaf and hard of hearing must change. And the hearing community must be willing to learn about the deaf community and their ways. An exosystem example is always having your phone available because there are many apps on your phone that can change your voice to text. So for example, there's an app called Ava, and there is the link. It can change your voice to text right away while you're having a conversation. Barrier number 3 is deaf kids or college students really ability to advocate for themselves. So there are many strategies here as well. Individual strategies is that students will learn how to fix problems with their hearing aids or cochlear implants, so when they are in college, they can do it themselves. It can be a problem if when they enter college, they are clueless and they don't know what to do or don't know who to look for help. A microsystem example is teachers will teach students how to request for an interpreter at college, make an appointment with their audiologist, and do whatever they need to be successful in college. An exosystem example is a law and advocacy center for the deaf. It's called the National Association for the Deaf Law and Advocacy Center. That will help students if they are having a problem, they can connect with them and that organization will support them and help them. A resource for deaf families, or a hearing family who has a deaf kid, teachers, advocates, is the American Society for Deaf Children. ASDC is a nonprofit parent helping parent organization promoting a positive attitude towards signing in deaf culture. It's a source of information for people who must make a decision about deaf children. So, like I said before, parents, families, providers, educators, and advocates. It offers many US resources, state resources, and books in ASL, so families can look on there and learn how to sign books in ASL. And here, listed below, are my resources. Thank you for watching.